Steps in testing a hypothesis.
Problem number 1. A random sample of 50 recorded enrollees in Southwestern University showed an average age of 23 years old, with a standard deviation of 4 years. Do this indicate that the average age of enrollees is greater than 20 years old? Use a 0.10 level of significance.
Step 1. Formulate the null and alternative hypothesis. Step 2. Identify the level of significance and the appropriate test statistic. Step 3. Determine the critical value or tabular value of the test statistic. Step 4. Compute for the z-value or t-value. Step 5. Decide whether to accept or reject the null hypothesis. Step 6. State the conclusion.
Problem number 2. The average length of time for the food of the Carcuevas ordered in a restaurant arrived in 40 minutes. A new chef has been hired which is faster than the old one. If the random sample of 5 families had the same order and the time the food arrived is 30 minutes with standard deviation of 10 minutes under the new chef, test the hypothesis that the population mean is now less than 40 minutes using 0.05 level of significance.
Step 1. Formulate the null and alternative hypothesis. Step 2. Identify the level of significance and the appropriate test statistic. Step 3. Determine the critical value or tabular value of the test statistic. Step 4. Compute for the z-value or t-value. Step 5. Decide whether to accept or reject the null hypothesis. Step 6. State the conclusion.
Problem number 3. A strawberry farm has a mean-breaking harvest of 10 kilograms with a standard deviation of 2.9 kilograms. Test the hypothesis that population mean is equal to 10 kilograms against the alternative hypothesis population mean not equal to 10 kilograms. If a random sample of 82 lines is tested and found to have a mean-breaking strength of 9.2 kilograms, with a 0.01 level of significance.
Step 1. Formulate the null and alternative hypothesis. Step 2. Identify the level of significance and the appropriate test statistic. Step 3. Determine the critical value or tabular value of the test statistic. Step 4. Compute for the z-value or t-value. Step 5. Decide whether to accept or reject the null hypothesis. Step 6. State the conclusion.
And now you already know the steps of how to solve hypothesis testing for the population mean, whether it's one-tailed or two-tailed.
I hope you enjoyed the video and learned a lot from us. Thanks for watching!